The Baltimore Ravens are heading across the pond. They will be kicking off your Week 6 NFL Sunday with breakfast and Baltimore Ravens football. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. It's been a rough week for Baltimore sports, but God's favorite host is back to preview Ravens, Titans, a classic rivalry renewed yet again, this time across the pond. I'm going to break it all down, giving you keys and so much more. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Hit that subscribe button, sound off in the comments, give me your predictions, hit that like button. Happy Friday. Happy Purple Friday, Flex Zone family. God's favorite host here, out and about amongst the people. But I wanted to check in with you and do my weekly preview for the Ravens and Titans this week from London. It is a 9:30 a.m. kickoff, if you don't know already. And that will be 1:30 London time. They're 5 hours ahead. So if you're going to the games, you're already out in London, Ravens flock. Have fun, be safe, enjoy London. It's a beautiful city, a lot to do, a lot of things in the surrounding areas. I was actually at the first Ravens game in London where they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. While there was a massacre on the field, off the field, London is a beautiful place. I look forward to visiting there yet again, but I know what it's like out there. There are a lot of international Ravens fans, a lot of international Ravens fans groups. So I hope that if you're going to the game, you enjoy yourself, have a good time, and the Ravens can bring home a victory for you because that flight from the USA is no joke. But let's get to it. It's week 6. Can't believe that. Week 6. We are literally about 2 months away from the Christmas season. Ridiculous. But as I say, let's get to the injury report because it's actually good news this week. Looks like there are only 2 players on the injury report to have an injury designation ahead of this game. Keaton Mitchell, shoulder, questionable, and Adafe Owe is out with an ankle. Odell Beckham, Jadeveon Clowney, Marlon Humphrey, all off the injury report, as well as Morgan Moses starting right tackle. And the Ravens haven't had this short of an injury report since the season opener. And it's good to know that the Ravens are getting healthy as we head into week 6 and beyond. They have a litmus test of tough opponents still to come. It is going to be interesting to see what happens with this team because they're going to get healthy at the right time. I know they lost last week. I know had a they gave away 2 games so far. The Colts and the Steelers, regardless of how you feel. And this team could be 5-0, this team could be 4-1, but here they are 3-2, technically in second place in the AFC North at 2-1 in the division, but they still have 3 divisional home games in the latter half of the season. They're getting healthier, and while this is a stretch of 3 straight physical teams they have to play, Steelers always physical, Titans, Ravens, Titans always physical, and of course, next week when they return home to honor T Sizzle, Terrell Suggs, put him in the Ring of Honor, they have the Detroit Lions, who are one of the most physical teams in all the NFL, and Dan Campbell, Mr. Bite Kneecaps himself, will be at M&T Bank Stadium. But we'll get to that. That'll be an interesting game, obviously, as I said. But the Titans and Ravens have no shortage of history, regular season, playoffs, antics between players, teams taking shots at each other. It's been no shortage of storied headlines. We remember the playoff game in 2019. We remember the Ravens going back in 2020, beating them in their house. We remember dancing on the logo. We remember the Eddie George, Ray Lewis days. Steve McNair, rest in peace. A lot of storied history between these 2 teams who used to be in the same division. But this game is a game I think the Ravens need to win. I don't want to say it's a must win at week 6 already, but you don't want to lose this game because then you would fall to 3-3, having lost really 2 games in a row, then having to host Detroit after coming back from London does not get any easier. And as I mentioned, the games don't get any easier as we head into the middle part of the season. But the team's getting healthy. The team can compete with anybody. They don't get blown out. They play hard. I am intrigued to see how they respond. As I mentioned, the Ravens are one of the best teams, no matter how you feel about the coaching staff, no matter how you feel about Harbaugh and this team. They're one of the best teams at playing with their back against the wall and bouncing back after a loss. They lose to the Colts, they come back and dominate the Browns. I know no Deshaun Watson, but they did nonetheless dominate a divisional rival and a dominant defense. Then you come back, you lose to the Steelers. Let's see how they respond. The Titans, they don't have to get up for this game. They did the right thing. They left for London early. They got to London, I'm guessing early Tuesday, London time, and they've been there all week. They were able to practice, have their normal schedule, adjust to the time zone. So it is probably Friday night, early Saturday morning when this video will hit the airways and hit your viewing eyes. So they've had 2 to 3 days to really adjust to the London time difference, get into the practice rhythm that they're used to, and with the injuries or lack thereof, thankfully, they can have, I think, the decisive edge on the field, on the roster. But they don't play these games on paper. This is going to be another tough physical game. I really was not going to pick against the Ravens, obviously, but I do think that there is a good shot that the Ravens aren't going to be able to bully this team. The Titans are bullies. The Ravens are bullies. Mike Vrabel's a hell of a coach. I love what he does down there in Tennessee. He's one of the best things about that organization. We know what King Henry can do. One of the best running backs in all of football. But let's get to the keys to the game, guys, because I got to get these keys and get you my prediction because I don't know if it's going to be an exciting game. I'm not expecting many points. I'm not expecting many highlight plays, but we shall see. Usually, the games you don't expect a lot of points, you get a lot of points. The games you expect a lot of points, you don't get a lot of points. Offensively, first, no turnovers. Lamar Jackson, Justice Hill, whomever else is holding that football, hold it like a baby, high and tight. Do not let this football be on the ground with fumbles. Lamar, do not throw careless interceptions. No turnovers. I don't need to say much else. We know that. No turnovers. Next, no drops. The wide receivers last week, 7 drops. I mean, no drops. Zay, Andrews, Bateman, whomever else, don't drop the damn ball. Hold on to the football. Please hold on to the football. No drops. If we don't drop balls last week, this team wins this game against the Steelers easily. Probably puts up 20-something plus points. No drops. Next, protect Lamar's blind side. We saw Watt and Highsmith cause Lamar a lot of havoc last week. Ronnie Stanley got to play better. Morgan Moses coming back this week should help. Protect Lamar. Don't let this man be on his back all the game or let him get hit from his blind side, which causes a turnover. Protect Lamar, please. Let's limit it to 1 to 2 sacks at max. Convert on third down. Don't do the stupid things on third down. If it's third and short, run the rock. Use play action. Use Lamar's legs and athletic ability. Please. And score touchdowns in the red zone. We see a lot of controversial calls with this team where they don't take the points. They go for it. When you guys get in that damn red zone, make sure you score touchdowns. Defensively, starts and ends with Derrick Henry with this offense. Keep Derrick Henry under 100 yards. I think there's a good shot we can win. He might get his 80, 85 yards, but don't let him get 100, 110, 120, where he's dominating this game, tiring out the defense, and in the fourth quarter, he can pretty much do what he wants and dictate how this game's going to go. DeAndre Hopkins. A lot of people want him as a Raven. We will get to see him up close and personal. Marlon Humphrey last week. I think he did okay up until the fourth quarter where we saw Pickens get over 100 yards. Keep DeAndre Hopkins under 100 yards. Keep him in that 60 to 80 range. Do like they did against Amari Cooper. Limit his ability to be a factor in this game. If you got to put a safety high, don't leave Marlon one-on-one. Keep a safety back there. Marcus Williams is back. Kyle Hamilton's doing great as a blitzer. Keep Marcus Williams back there. He's a great center fielder. Don't leave Marlon one-on-one. Other than that, they don't have many other threats offensively to catch the football. Keep Tannehill in the pocket. Tannehill likes to move. He's a mobile guy. He's an athletic guy. Don't let him run around, make plays outside the pocket, make plays with his legs. Keep him in the pocket. Make him have to hold the football. Don't let him get outside the pocket. Get 3 or more sacks. Clowney's healthy. We know Pierce. We know Washington. We know Matabike. We know really Van Noy, Pat Queen, Roquan, Kyle Hamilton. Let's get 3 or more sacks. Let's continue to do what we're doing. The Ravens are top 5 in sacks in the NFL, so that's good to see. Let's get some pressure on them. And last but not least, can we get a defensive touchdown? When was the last time the Ravens had a defensive touchdown? I'll wait. I don't remember. It's been a while. I know it's been a long time. Don't score. Don't let your help your offense out because this team at this point, the defense is carrying the offense. If you got to score a defensive touchdown, it's going to be an ugly, fought-out game in my opinion. Score a defensive touchdown to help them out. And special teams, don't do dumb stuff. use Tucker. He's the best kicker of all time. If you're in his range and you don't get the conversion on third down, it's okay. Take the points. I think points will be at a premium this game. I said last week, first team to 20 would win, and kind of saw that it was didn't even take big. It was a situation where you didn't even have to score 20. Steelers won 17-10. How we got to that 17-10, it was very wild and wacky, much like we always see with the Ravens and Steelers. But I could see another tough, fought out game where the first team to 20, 23 could win. Uh, I mean, this game is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be tough. It's London. Both teams are adjusting to the time difference. I don't really think the Titans are going to lay down. They're well coached. You can make argument that Vrabel's a better in-game adjustment coach than Harbaugh. Hey, I won't argue with you. But I'm thinking Ravens 23, Titans 20-19. I'll say 23-19, Ravens 23, Titans 19. Think they contain their offense, limited them to field goals. I think the offense does just enough to win, but I think maybe we get that defensive touchdown that could help us out. We'll use Tucker more this week. He gets his share of opportunities. And Ravens win. I think we could get a turnover from Tannehill. We could contain Henry enough. Offense can do enough just to get by. They have a tough physical defense, so I don't think it will be easy. There could be some opportunities in the secondary, I think, to take advantage of our receiving core as long as they don't drop the football, as I mentioned. And I think the Ravens win 23-19. I think they go to 4-2, head home to welcome the Lions. Sound off in the comments, guys. I want to know what you guys are feeling. How you guys feeling about this team after last week? We know we will be live after the game as always. It's an early start, so hit the bell. We'll keep you posted on the post game. We'll be live. It'll probably be maybe around the time some of the 1 o'clock games kick off, but we'll keep you posted. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel. As always, myself, Roger, D will be joining us. Hit the sound off. Hit the like button. Excuse me. It's been a tough week. We know the O's went down. We know the Ravens went down last week. But if you want to check out those videos, I got Orioles post-game shows on all 3 games in the ALDS. Orioles content throughout the whole season. Still go O's. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Welcome. We do Ravens content. Lots of it. Hit the like button. Helps out the video tremendously as we're trying to grow and continue to climb that YouTube algorithm and get in front of more eyes. Hit the bell to know when all videos drop, new content. And as I mentioned, it'll let you know when that post-game show is coming to you this Sunday, probably early afternoon. Stay tuned. We'll recap the Ravens and Titans, go around the NFL, and talk all the happenings that is in the world of the National Football League. And as always, you can sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, predictions, keys to the game, X factors, anything I should know, and your thoughts on what you think the game's going to be, score, etc., and so much more. Ravens Titans Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. You can catch it on NFL Network and WBAL Channel 11 locally. Just wanted to throw that in there. Signing off. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Go Ravens. Let's go get this one in 23-19. I'm signing off. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you Sunday afternoon for the Ravens Titans post-game show. Week 6 is underway, guys.